Hey guys, how's it going? In this video, I'm going to be talking about my review of Game Week 36 Plus, as well as a preview going into Game Week 37 Plus. And as always, if you do like my videos, please hit the subscribe button below. So for this game week, I used one of my two remaining chips. I played my free hit chip. And as you can see, I got 76 points, well above the average of 35. And my rank has improved from 41,945 to 19,749. And I'm currently 24 points behind the top 10k. So as you can see, I tripled up on Chelsea players and Man City players, especially with Chelsea's home game against Norwich and Man City's home game against Bournemouth. I really thought this was the perfect opportunity to play my free hit chip. So the reason why I doubled up on Chelsea's defence is because Norwich are not scoring any goals at the moment, and in terms of their away form, you can forget about them even scoring. So that is why I decided to play Azpilicueta and also Alonso. In terms of Alonso, this was a gamble. He did come in for 45 minutes in the previous game, and I thought to myself, Alonso has a chance of playing because in the last game, Chelsea had lost 3-0. And if we look at the previous times Alonso has played, most of them were for 90 minutes or he didn't play at all, which meant that if he didn't play, there was a very good chance that either my first or second sub would easily come in for him. The good thing is that as Azpilicueta and Alonso did play, both of them got bonus points, and Alonso was very close to even scoring a goal. In terms of choosing Christian Pulisic, it was either between him or Willian. Now, from watching Chelsea's games, I preferred Pulisic because Pulisic is much more direct with his running. And as he has been fouled in the box a few times, which has meant a penalty has been given, of which Willian has been the one to convert. But it's really Pulisic who's been the most direct runner in that Chelsea team. And that is why I picked him over Willian. Another gamble I took, which definitely paid off, was to remove Man City's Kevin De Bruyne for David Silva. Now, the thinking behind this was that Man City had a very important game on the weekend in the FA Cup semi-final, which I felt that Kevin De Bruyne would be saved for. And with Man City not having much to play for in the league, and with David Silva approaching his last few games for the club, I thought to myself, let me get David Silva in. He's a player who didn't play the last game and has the potential to explode, and is very low owned. And as you can see, he got 13 points in a fantastic performance. Fortunately for me, the other player that I got for Man City, Gabriel Jesus, also returned. And because I also captained him, I got 16 points. So David Silva and Jesus combined got me 29 points. And even though Sterling only got me 1 point, it was really David Silva and Gabriel Jesus who were the main picks this week from the Man City team. In terms of Manchester United assets, it does seem that Fernandes and Martial are really the two players who are the most consistent at the moment and are returning points all the time. So I'm very happy that both of them returned. And lastly, Danny Ings. Now, Danny Ings is a perfect differential, especially approaching the last two games, where he is on course to potentially be the top scorer this season. And he does have pretty strong fixtures, especially in the next game when Southampton are away to Bournemouth, a Bournemouth team who are fighting against relegation, and with a Southampton team who are much better away from home. Going into Game Week 37 Plus, I have one free transfer. I do plan to make 2 transfers and take a -4 hits. So one of the transfers that I'm thinking of doing is to either downgrade Matt Doherty or Matt Ritchie for a Burnley defender. For example, Eric Peters or Phil Bardsley. In this game week, Burnley are actually playing at home to Norwich. And to be honest, there is a very high chance that Burnley are going to get returned in this game. There's even an argument to even have potentially one of their strikers, such as Chris Woods. So yeah, that is one of the transfers that I'm considering. As well as downgrading either Matt Doherty or Matt Ritchie to a Burnley defender, I'm also looking at Burnley's fixture for Game Week 37 Plus and for game week 38 plus, where they have two very strong fixtures. And as well as that, I'm looking at potentially save maybe up to £1 or £2 million to fund it elsewhere for potentially the last game week. The second transfer that I'm thinking of doing is to remove Leicester's Jamie Vardy for Gabriel Jesus. Now, the reason I'm thinking of removing Jamie Vardy is that between game weeks 33 plus and 35 plus, he actually returned for me, and for that very reason, I'm very happy that he did. But I do think with two difficult fixtures away to Tottenham and at home to Manchester United, I do think that his potential for returns is going to decrease. And that is why I'm thinking of transferring out for Manchester City's Gabriel Jesus. Now, Gabriel Jesus costs exactly the same money as Jamie Vardy, but more importantly, it is to triple up on the Man City attack. Man City have two games, the first game against Watford and also their second game at home to Norwich. As well as that, it's very unlikely that I'm going to be able to get Raheem Sterling in my team, which means that I need to get as much coverage in that Manchester City attack as possible. So finally, in terms of my captain, there are two players who I'm thinking of, either Manchester United's Anthony Martial or Southampton's Danny Ings. I'm going to decide overnight which two of these players I am going to captain. So guys, that's all for now. If you did like this video, please leave a like, leave a comment, and please hit the subscribe button. I'd really appreciate it. So until next time guys, peace out.